The final Trio Cash Cup before FNCS has just concluded, and yes, Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual have just completed the perfect Cash Cup season. We also have so much more to talk about, like how all of the brand new trios look, so much drama on EU. Real quick before we get into it though, let's hear a quick word from the sponsor of this video, ExitLag. Have you ever been in a tournament and your game starts lagging at the worst possible moment? Well, I have a solution for you, and it is called ExitLag. Now, ExitLag is a complete game changer for Fortnite. It's not just another lag fix, it is a powerful optimization tool that makes sure your connection is as fast and stable as possible by using different things like AI route optimizers that scan thousands of servers in real time and helps to pick the best one for your data. With over 1,000 servers on 5 continents and 18 million optimizations per week, ExitLag ensures smooth gameplay no matter where you are. Setting up ExitLag is super easy as well. Click the top link in the description or the pinned comment to be sent to the ExitLag website. Next, all you have to do is create an account and click download. After that, simply search up Fortnite in the game section, hit apply routes, and then ExitLag is ready to go. As you can see, before ExitLag, my ping was all over the place, and now with it turned on, it is smooth and stable. This is the best time to try ExitLag because of their holiday season offer. Right now, you can get a 50% discount on the annual plan, which is a full year of lag-free gaming for half the price. But make sure you hurry because this deal is for first-time subscribers only. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get started with ExitLag today. Now let's start this off by going over the winners of the NA Cash Cup, and of course, like always, 5 out of 5 wins this season for the trio of Ritual, Cold, and Peterbot. Now these guys finished with 457 points. They had an average placement of 4.6 and an average elims of 10, giving them 60 total elims in a Cash Cup finals. The dominance all season from this team has just been absolutely so crazy to watch. I don't think there is any other team currently on their level in the entire world. Now these guys got a 14 elimination second. Their only bad game was a 4 elimination 15th. Then they got a 13 elimination 6th, 8 elimination 3rd, and then back-to-back wins to close off the tournament with 14 and 7 elims. I posted a stat earlier that said Peterbot has won every single Cash Cup since November 16th. So I'm pretty sure this is like 8 straight trio Cash Cups now in a row for Peterbot himself. And then obviously for his trio, this is like 5 in a row now as well. I don't think we are ever going to see dominance like this ever again from another player in Fortnite history. And I got a little bit of a controversial take, but I really do believe if Peterbot's trio is able to win this grand finals, and now this would be Peterbot's second ever perfect season, I don't think I would be able to call anybody else the GOAT besides him. Everybody's basically saying that by the end of the year, he'll be the undisputed GOAT. But if we're all just assuming he's gonna become the GOAT by the end of the year, why can I not just say that he's already the GOAT if he's able to win this grand finals? Let me know what you guys think about that though in the comment section down below. And is there a little bit too much recency bias aside? Because I could just be putting some of my own bias into it. And I know a lot of you guys are just gonna say Glaze, but I think I have a pretty decent point here. Second place though, I think we have to call them the second best team on NA of Vidal, Cooper, and Sphinx. Now these guys finished with 385 points. They weren't able to win any games today. They did have an average placement of 4 and an average elims of 6.1, finishing the day with 37 total elims. These guys also just look so good. It is kind of crazy how like Cooper and Vidal like saved each other's seasons. Like going into the season, nobody was really that high on Cooper. They thought he was maybe like gonna be lucky if he was able to place like top 5 in grands. And then Vidal literally got dropped on EU and had no options over there. And now going into FNCS, I can pretty confidently say I think this is the second best team on NA. Third place though is the brand new trio of Agers, Acorn, and Pollo. Now I was very wrong about this team. I didn't even put them in my top 5 predictions, so I will take my losses when they come. These guys were able to finish with 320 points. They were able to win 1 of the 6 games today. These guys finished with 46 elims as well, so they were like by far the second most elim team on the day. They had an average placement of 8.6 and an average elims of 7.6. Now these guys were also absolutely fragging out, getting a 6 elimination 6th, 3 elimination 13th, 6 elimination 14th, 10 elimination win, 12 elimination 6th, and a 9 elimination 12th. Huge shout out to this brand new trio. I am very excited to see what they can actually do in FNCS. And then we're going to go on a huge streak of brand new trios here, starting off with 4th place of Muzz, Yapko, and Rise on 302. This was the exact placement that I predicted them in. I think they definitely are a top 5 team going into grands. 5th place is also the brand new trio of Clix, Batman, Booga, and Yamzo. Now these guys finished with 300 total points. They had an average placement of 6.6 and an average elims of 5, finishing the day with 30 total elims. It wasn't like the craziest performance from Clix's trio today, but I think they definitely still have at least a chance to be a top 3 team in grands if they're just able to work out a couple of their little mistakes that they did have, and I definitely could see the improvement for this team going forwards. 6th place is Noxy, Virgo, and Curly, another brand new trio. 7th is Quanti, Bylan, Edgy, another brand new trio. 8th place is Rapid, Kanata, and Boltz, another brand new trio. Now these guys finished with 248 points. They had an average placement of 10.5 and an average elims of 3.6. They had a very good first 4 games, and then their last 2 games, they did just get their cards camped, and they kind of ended off the tournament a little bit slow. I'm very interested to see what is actually going to happen with this trio, and is this going to be the official team going into FNCS or not? I think they definitely do still have the potential to be like a top 5, maybe even top 3 team in FNCS, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. 9th place is Golden, Void, and Ozone, and then rounding out the top 10 was Liam, Fredbot, and Nut. Super stacked top 10 though. Some other big names that we had outside of that top 10 is like 12th of Bucky, Okus, and Craze, 16th of Shadow, Curve, and Tyler. Not 100% sure what went wrong for this team today. Hopefully they're able to fix some things up and really lock in for FNCS. 17th place of a really surprising team of Aviv, Booga, and Threats. Now these guys were completely uncontested today, and they were not even able to place inside the top 10. I'm not really sure what went wrong for these guys either. I don't think they're going to split or anything. The only thing that might be a potential option is Booga maybe retiring, but I think he would at least finish out this FNCS before he makes any like crazy decisions. Revert and Chance finished in 21st. Noah W plays in 24th. Asian Jeff in 25th. The EU goats of Seti, Hari, and Cammy in 23rd. Let's actually go over the final kin stats though. So starting off with in 10th place is actually a surprising one of the IGL of Rise, getting 5,854. 9th was Edgy, 8th Yapgo, 7th Boltz, 6th Curly, 5th Threats, 4th was Vidil. Going into the top 3 is Agers in 3rd, and then of course the top 2 like always, 2nd place of Cold, and then in 1st place on 8,922 damage is none other than Peterbot. Let's go over how I actually did in my NA top 5 predictions. Remember to let me know how many you guys got right in the comment section down below. Now my top 5 was Peterbot in 1st, Cooper in 2nd, Clix in 3rd, Rise in 4th, and then Kanata, Rapid, and Boltz in 5th. I think my biggest L was definitely not having Pollo's trio in the top 5. I would make sure to not make that mistake again in the future, but I was able to go 4 out of 5 this week, so not the worst week at the end of the day. I think I was just a little bit too high on Clix's trio maybe this week, but let's actually move on to how EU went now. Now on EU, we might finally be able to have the conversation that FNCS is going to be anyone's for the taking. The leaderboard was so close this week, and let's start off with the actual winners of Eyedrop, Sky, and Scroll. Now these guys finished with 319 points. They were not able to win any games today, but they still had an average placement of 7 and an average elims of 6. So this is now back-to-back weeks of Vico, Vino, and Flixie not winning EU, and that is why I really do believe that going into FNCS now, we might not be seeing as big of a runaway as a lot of people really kind of expected from Vico, Vino, and Flixie. I think it is a real possibility for like 3, maybe even 4 separate teams to all have a real chance at winning FNCS. 2nd place though is the team that placed really well, split up, and then got back together and is now placing 2nd place of Vania, Pixie, and Marius. Now these guys finished with 317 points. They were able to win 1 out of these 6 games, and they were legit only 2 points away from being able to win this cash cup. I said this the first time when Vania and Pixie dropped Marius for Chap that it really didn't make much sense to me, and I didn't think they should do it. And ever since they have gotten back together, they have now gotten a 2nd place in the Trio Cash Cup finals. Honestly, huge shout out to Marius for staying professional through all of this, getting dropped after such a good placement the first time, and then just being willing to leave your old teammates to go back to them shows a lot of maturity, and that Marius really does just want to win at the end of the day. Now 3rd place was the trio of Vico, Vino, and Flixie. Now these guys finished with 308 points, so they were just 12 points behind, still being able to win today. They had an average placement of 9.8 and an average elims of 7.6, so I do still think that they did finish the day with the most elims in all of EU. Now these guys got a 6 elimination 7th, 9 elimination win, 5 elimination 14th, 10 elimination 6th, 7 elimination 21st, and a 9 elimination 10th. We didn't see any of them like necessarily tweet that anything went like super wrong today. Vico did just say that they sold today, so I can also respect just the honesty straight up right there. If I were to like make a rankings on the best trios on EU, I do still think that Vico, Vino, and Flixie are just still the best team on EU. I think it's just not as big of a gap as it is on like NA. Now 4th place is the trio of Ping, Walks, and Malibuca. These guys finished 2nd last week, 4th this week. They definitely do look like a top 3 trio going into FNCS now. They finished with 305 points. They were able to win 1 of their 6 games. 5th place was Trulex, Tayson, and Chicho. This trio does look like a real top 5 team on EU, so I am very excited to see how Tayson Mason is able to do in this upcoming FNCS now. 6th is Comic Blah and Mixon. 7th is Country, Finnick, and Upple. 8th is Swizzy, Queasy, and Mustache. And like normal, when Queasy is contested, we do have some drama on the timeline. It started off with Swizzy tweeting out, "I don't even know what is the point to con the best team in a region when you have 3 0 grands players for some reason with the biggest ego. You can get more money while working in McDonald's in France than conning us every single finals." Now, if you're wondering which trio is contesting them, it is still the trio of Skyjump and Momsy. And Skyjump did tweet out that they are still going to be landing at the spot in FNCS now. So this off-spawn battle is going to be a very interesting storyline that we're going to have to keep a lookout for. Obviously, Swizzy, Queasy, and Mustache are not very happy about it. But I mean, how could you be when you are one of the best teams on the region just getting contested every single week? 9th place is Dexy, Gross, and Fyron. And then rounding out the top 10 was another team that was contested of Seti, Hari, and Cammy. Now, Seti did end up tweeting out 10th place, 10-2 in the finals. The team that is contesting him of Akira, Podesai, and X Squeeze's placement, of 30th. And he also did put a McDonald's job application inside of the tweet as well. So we're just getting so many beefs on EU today. There is so many of the top trios that are just fighting off spawn, and it is so fun to watch. Some other big names is like Pink, Nebs, and Chino in 15th. These guys were only unfortunately able to play 5 out of the 6 games today though. The brand new trio of Chap, Yanis, and Noah Riley finished in 16th. Now this was supposed to be like the big controversy one, since this was the old trios going at it with Chap, Yanis, and Noah Riley versus Rezon's brand new trio. I'm not gonna lie, this week neither of these teams necessarily won, but Chap, Yanis, and Noah Riley did do a lot better than Rezon's trio, since Rezon did finish in 32nd today. A trio that really struggled and was a team that I had in my top 5 predictions was 23rd place of Tripper and Thomas HD and Ferdoxy. I'm not 100% sure what went wrong for this trio today. I guess it just wasn't their day. Let's actually go on to the final kin stats now. So for the most damage dealt in the finals, starting off with in 10th place on 5,477 is iDrop. 9th is Ferdoxy. 8th is Vino. 7th is Trexer. 6th is Malibuka. 5th is Flixie. 4th is Tayson. Going into the top 3 now is 3rd of Vico, 2nd of Chicho, and then in 1st place by 700 damage is the underrated Go of Sky. Now let's actually talk about my top 5 predictions, where I went wrong, what I did right. So in 1st place I had Vico, Vino, Flixie. 2nd place I had Pingwax, Malibuka. 3rd I had Tayson. 4th iDrop, and then 5th was Tripper and Thomas HD and Ferdoxy. My biggest miss this week is definitely putting Thomas HD inside the top 5, and I don't even know if I had like a biggest win on EU. I guess going 4 for 5 in top 5 predictions is still pretty good, and then me not including Marius, Vania, and Pixie is definitely a huge L. I just didn't expect them to place that highly while contested. Let me know how your guys' top 5 predictions went though for both NA and EU in the comment section down below. Other than that, this was a super entertaining final cash cup of the season on both NA and EU. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers now. Please just go K-Dog in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. YouTube says to enjoy one of these 2 videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. Follow me on my Twitter at K-Dog to keep up to date with everything to do with Fortnite competitive. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.